A new era of cooperation. The 2024 BRICS Summit in Kazan, a city known for its rich history and vibrant culture. The ancient city of Kazan, Russia, witnessed a historic gathering in 2024, bringing together leaders from diverse backgrounds and cultures. Leaders from the BRICS nations, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, convened for their annual summit, a meeting that has become increasingly significant on the global stage. This summit marked a pivotal moment in international relations as these nations sought to address some of the most pressing issues facing the world today. It showcased the growing influence of these emerging economies, which together represent a significant portion of the world's population and economic output. The summit also underscored their commitment to shaping a new global order, one that is more inclusive and equitable. The BRICS nations represent a diverse group of countries, each with its own unique strengths and challenges. They are united by their shared vision of a more just and equitable world, where all nations have a voice and a stake in global governance. This shared vision is rooted in the principles of multilateralism and mutual respect, principles that are increasingly important in a world that is becoming more interconnected and interdependent. The 2024 summit provided a platform for these nations to come together and discuss their common goals and challenges. They were able to strengthen their ties, building on the relationships that have been forged over years of cooperation. They also coordinated their approaches to pressing global challenges such as climate change, economic inequality, and geopolitical instability. The Kazan summit took place against a backdrop of geopolitical shifts, with new alliances forming and old ones being tested. The global economy was facing new uncertainties, with trade tensions and economic slowdowns affecting many countries. There were rising tensions between major powers, with conflicts and disputes threatening to destabilize regions around the world. It was clear that the world was at a crossroads, with the need for new approaches to international cooperation and governance becoming ever more urgent. The BRICS nations recognized the need for a new approach to global governance, one that is based on dialogue, cooperation, and mutual understanding. They believe this approach should be based on dialogue, cooperation, and mutual understanding, principles that are essential for building a more peaceful and prosperous world. The summit produced concrete outcomes, with agreements and declarations that will guide their cooperation in the years to come. The most notable of these was the Kazan Declaration, a document that outlines a shared vision for the future and sets out key areas of cooperation. This document outlined a shared vision for the future, emphasizing the importance of sustainable development, economic growth, and social inclusion. It also highlighted key areas of cooperation among the BRICS nations, including trade, investment, technology, and innovation. The Kazan Declaration signaled the emergence of a more multipolar world, where power is more evenly distributed and all nations have a say in global affairs. It also reflected the growing influence of the Global South in shaping international affairs, as these nations take on a more prominent role in global governance. The Kazan Declaration served as a testament to the shared goals of the BRICS nations. This landmark document was not just a statement of intent but a comprehensive roadmap for future collaboration. It outlined a comprehensive framework for cooperation, detailing specific areas where the BRICS nations could work together to achieve mutual benefits. The declaration emphasized four key pillars: economic cooperation, the use of national currencies, global security, and sustainable development. Each of these pillars was carefully chosen to address the most pressing issues of our time. These pillars reflected the multifaceted nature of the BRICS partnership. They were designed to ensure that the collaboration between these nations was holistic and addressed a wide range of global challenges. They demonstrated a commitment to addressing the most pressing challenges facing the world today. From economic instability to security threats, the BRICS nations were united in their resolve to find solutions. Economic cooperation emerged as a central theme in the declaration. This was not surprising, given the economic potential of the BRICS nations. The BRICS nations recognized the need to strengthen their economic ties. They understood that by working together, they could create a more resilient and prosperous economic environment. They aimed to foster greater trade and investment among themselves. This was seen as a crucial step towards achieving sustainable and inclusive growth. This was seen as crucial for promoting sustainable and inclusive growth. By leveraging their collective strengths, the BRICS nations could create a more balanced and equitable global economy. The declaration called for greater cooperation in areas such as infrastructure development, digital economy, and innovation. These areas were identified as key drivers of future growth and development. The declaration also emphasized the importance of reducing reliance on the US dollar. This was a bold move aimed at creating a more balanced global financial system. The BRICS nations expressed their intent to promote the use of national currencies in mutual trade and investment. This was seen as a step towards creating a more equitable global financial system. This move was seen as a step towards creating a more equitable global financial system. By reducing their reliance on the US dollar, the BRICS nations aimed to create a more stable and resilient financial environment. It aimed to reduce vulnerability to fluctuations in the US dollar. This was seen as a crucial step towards achieving greater financial stability. Global security emerged as another crucial area of focus in the Kazan Declaration. The BRICS nations recognized that security was a prerequisite for sustainable development. The BRICS nations expressed their shared commitment to upholding international law and the principles of the United Nations Charter. They understood that a rules-based international order was essential for global peace and stability. They condemned terrorism in all its forms. This was a clear statement of their resolve to combat this global menace. The declaration called for greater cooperation in addressing traditional and non-traditional security threats. This included issues like cybersecurity, climate change, and pandemics. The BRICS nations recognized that these non-traditional security threats required a coordinated and comprehensive response. Sustainable development was a key pillar of the Kazan Declaration. The BRICS nations understood that economic growth and development had to be sustainable and inclusive. The BRICS nations acknowledged the urgent need to address climate change. They understood that this was one of the most pressing challenges of our time. They reaffirmed their commitment to the Paris Agreement. This was a clear statement of their resolve to combat climate change. The declaration called for greater cooperation in promoting renewable energy, energy efficiency, and sustainable consumption and production patterns. These were seen as key areas for achieving sustainable development. It emphasized the importance of technology transfer and capacity building to support developing countries in their transition to a low-carbon future. This was seen as a crucial step towards achieving global sustainability. The 2024 BRICS Summit witnessed a groundbreaking development in the realm of financial cooperation. Leaders from Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa gathered to discuss and unveil a transformative initiative that could reshape the global financial landscape. This was the launch of BRICS Pay, a new payment system designed to revolutionize the way financial transactions are conducted among these nations. The unveiling marked a significant milestone in the journey towards financial independence and innovation. This initiative aimed to enhance financial integration among the BRICS nations, fostering closer economic ties and cooperation. By creating a unified payment system, the BRICS countries sought to streamline financial processes and reduce barriers to trade and investment. It also sought to reduce their dependence on Western-dominated financial systems, which have historically controlled the global financial infrastructure. This move was seen as a step towards greater financial sovereignty and resilience. BRICS Pay was envisioned as a secure, efficient, and cost-effective alternative to existing payment networks. The system was designed with cutting-edge technology to ensure that transactions were not only fast, but also highly secure. BRICS Pay was designed to facilitate seamless cross-border transactions among the BRICS nations. This would enable businesses and individuals to conduct transactions with ease, without the complexities and delays often associated with international payments. It aimed to eliminate the need for currency conversions, which can be costly and time-consuming. By using a unified payment system, the BRICS nations could bypass the traditional hurdles of currency exchange, making transactions more straightforward and efficient. This would make trade and investment more efficient and less costly, encouraging more economic activity and collaboration among the BRICS countries. The reduction in transaction costs could lead to increased trade volumes and stronger economic ties. The system was developed with a focus on interoperability and security. Ensuring that the payment system could work seamlessly across different platforms and devices was crucial for its success. It incorporated the latest technologies to ensure secure and reliable transactions. Advanced encryption and security protocols were implemented to protect users' data and prevent fraud. The introduction of BRICS Pay was significant for several reasons. It represented a bold step towards financial innovation and independence, showcasing the BRICS nations' commitment to creating a more inclusive and equitable financial system. It represented a concrete step towards de-dollarization, reducing the BRICS nations' reliance on the US dollar for international transactions. This move could potentially shift the balance of economic power and reduce the influence of Western financial institutions. It offered a viable alternative to the SWIFT payment system, which has long been the dominant network for international payments. By creating their own system, the BRICS nations could bypass the limitations and control imposed by SWIFT. This system had long been dominated by the West, often leading to imbalances and inequities in the global financial system. BRICS Pay aimed to level the playing field and provide a more balanced and fair financial infrastructure. BRICS Pay had the potential to reduce the vulnerability of BRICS nations to sanctions and other forms of financial pressure. By having their own payment system, these countries could mitigate the risks associated with geopolitical tensions and economic sanctions. Furthermore, BRICS Pay was expected to promote financial inclusion within the BRICS countries. By providing a digital payment platform, the system could reach populations that have been traditionally underserved by the financial sector. The system aimed to reach underserved populations, including those in remote and rural areas. These populations often lacked access to traditional banking services, making it difficult for them to participate in the formal economy. These populations often lacked access to traditional banking services, which limited their ability to save, invest, and grow economically. BRICS Pay could bridge this gap by providing accessible and affordable financial services. By providing a digital platform for payments, BRICS Pay could empower individuals and businesses. Small businesses, in particular, could benefit from the ease and efficiency of digital transactions, enabling them to expand their operations and reach new markets. This would boost economic growth and reduce inequality. By fostering a more inclusive financial system, BRICS Pay could contribute to the overall economic development and prosperity of the BRICS nations, creating a more equitable and sustainable future for all.